Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Before we dive in, I need to warn you, this story is not for the faint of heart. It's real, it's raw, and it's something that still keeps me up at night. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell because tonight I'm sharing a true story from my time as a night security guard at an old office building in the middle of nowhere. This isn't one of those urban legends or campfire tales. This happened to me, and I swear, every detail I'm about to tell you is burned into my memory. Picture this, it's 2018, I'm 23, broke and desperate for a job. I took a gig as a night guard at this creepy half-abandoned office complex in rural Ohio. The pay was decent, the hours were quiet, or so I thought. What I experienced in that building changed me forever, so grab a blanket, turn off the lights, and let's get into it. My first night on the job was uneventful, but man, that place gave me the creeps from the start. The building was this massive, decaying office complex. Think 1980s architecture, all concrete and glass, sitting on the edge of a dead-end road surrounded by woods. The company I worked for was some shady third-party security firm, and they didn't tell me much. Just handed me a flashlight, a walkie-talkie, and a list of patrol routes. The place was mostly empty, but a few businesses still rented out offices on the upper floors. My job was simple. Walk the halls, check the doors, make sure nothing weird was going on. Sounds easy, right? But there was something about the silence in that building. It wasn't normal. It was heavy, like the air itself was watching you. The fluorescent lights buzzed constantly, and the hallways seemed to stretch on forever. I'd do my rounds, hearing my own footsteps echo, and every now and then, I'd get this feeling like someone was just behind me. I'd turn around, but no one was ever there. By my second week, I started noticing things. Little things at first. The building had this old HVAC system that groaned like it was alive, but sometimes I'd hear noises that didn't fit, like soft whispers or faint footsteps coming from empty floors. One night around 2 a.m., I was on the third floor when I heard it. A low, rhythmic tapping like someone knocking on a door. I froze, my flashlight shaking in my hand. I called out, "Hello? Anyone there?" No answer. I followed the sound to an office at the end of the hall, room 312. The door was locked, but the tapping stopped the second I got close. I checked the log, nobody was supposed to be in there. I radioed my supervisor, but he just laughed it off, said it was probably pipes. Pipes don't whisper your name, though. Yeah, I swore I heard it. A faint voice saying Jake through the door. My name, I didn't sleep that night. Things got worse after that. I started seeing stuff out of the corner of my eye, shadows moving where there shouldn't be any. One night I was in the basement, checking the electrical room. It's this huge damp space filled with old machinery and exposed wires. My flashlight was acting up, flickering like it was possessed. As I turned a corner, I saw it. A tall, human-shaped shadow standing at the far end of the room. It wasn't moving, just standing there watching me. My heart was pounding so hard I thought I'd pass out. I shined my light directly at it, but there was nothing there. Just an empty wall. I told myself it was my imagination, but deep down I knew it wasn't. That thing felt real, like it was sizing me up. I didn't go back to the basement for a week after that. I wasn't the only guard working there. There was this older guy, Carl, who'd been at the job for years. He was quiet, always smoking a cigarette outside before his shift. One night I told him about the shadow and the whispers. He got real serious, looked me dead in the eyes and said, "Kid, don't go looking for answers in this place. Some things are better left alone." I pressed him for more, and after a long pause, he told me about a guard who worked there in the 90s, guy named Tom. Apparently, Tom started hearing things too, whispers, footsteps, even laughter. He got obsessed, started staying late, trying to figure it out. One night he just disappeared. No trace, no goodbye. Carl said the company covered it up, said Tom quit, but he didn't believe it. This building, Carl said, it takes what it wants. I should have quit after Carl's story, but I needed the money. Still, I couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong with that place. The whispers got louder, clearer. One night I was on the 5th floor when I heard a voice, clear as day, say, "Get out." I spun around, but the hallway was empty. My radio started crackling, spitting out static mixed with what sounded like a scream. I ran to the security office, checked the cameras. Every single feed was glitching, showing static or random flashes of empty rooms. Then one camera on the 4th floor caught something. A figure, tall and thin, walking slowly down the hall. It stopped, turned to the camera, and just stood there staring. I swear its face was wrong, like it didn't have one. I grabbed my stuff and bolted for the exit, but the door wouldn't open. I was trapped. The main exit was locked and my key wouldn't work. The building felt alive, like it was messing with me. The lights started flickering and the air got so cold I could see my breath. I ran back to the security office, barricaded the door with a chair, and tried to call for help, but my phone had no signal. That's when I heard it, footsteps heavy and deliberate coming down the hall. They stopped right outside the door. I held my breath, clutching my flashlight like a weapon. Then the doorknob started turning slowly, like whoever or whatever was out there was toying with me. I screamed, "Leave me alone!" And the turning stopped. Silence. Then a low, guttural laugh echoed through the door. I don't know how long I sat there shaking, waiting for it to come in. It never did. I don't know how I got out. Around 5 a.m., the lights stopped flickering and the exit door just opened. I ran to my car, didn't look back, and drove straight home. I quit the next day, didn't even go back for my last paycheck. I tried to tell myself it was all in my head, that I was just tired, stressed. But then I found something in my jacket pocket, a small, crumpled piece of paper I didn't remember picking up. It had one word written on it in shaky handwriting: Tom. I threw it out, burned it, but it didn't matter. I started having nightmares, shadowy figures, endless hallways, that same guttural laugh. I moved out of Ohio a month later, but the dreams followed me. Whatever was in that building, it wasn't human. And I think it's still there, waiting. I've tried to move on, but it's hard. I don't take night jobs anymore, and I avoid old buildings like the plague. I looked up the office complex online a year later, and it turns out it was demolished in 2019. They said it was structural issues, but I don't buy it. I think they knew something was wrong with that place. I even tried to find Carl, but he'd moved away too. No one from the security company would talk to me. Sometimes I wonder if Tom's still there, trapped in whatever that thing was. I don't know what I saw, but I know it was real. It wasn't a ghost, not exactly. It was something worse, something that knew me, that wanted me. I'm telling you this because I need you to understand. Some places are just wrong. They're hungry. That's my story, guys. I know it sounds crazy, but I swear it's true. I still check my locks every night, and sometimes when it's quiet, I think I hear that laugh again. If you've ever had an experience like this, something you can't explain, drop it in the comments. I read every single one, and honestly, it helps to know I'm not alone. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more true horror stories. I've got plenty more to tell. And hey, next time you're in an old building late at night, maybe don't look too closely at the shadows. You never know what's looking back. Stay safe, stay spooky, and I'll see you in the next one.